Here we see the wrestlers coming in their traditional garb. Everything's minutely detailed. The clothing and the shoes that the wrestlers can wear, the lower down the rank, well, let's put it the other way, the higher the rank is, the more elaborate and richer and more gaudy the style of dress and the footwear. There you hear that very distinctive sound of the wrestlers' footwear as they come into the entrance of the basho. And on to our first bout of day 3. Jumonji fights Iwakiyama. Never fought before. Iwakiyama on the right, ex-amateur champion. A big wrestler, looks big, although there are other wrestlers who don't look quite as big but are heavier. He's 170 kilos. Comes out fast, powers in, and follows up on the edge with a couple of hands in Jumonji's face and just shoves him over the edge. Certainly the faces of these wrestlers get pretty battered after a few years in the ring. And many of them have cauliflower ears, broken jaws as well in the case of Kotomitsuki. Now on to our next bout. It's between Dejima, one-time Ozeki, now down at Maigashira 10. He's had a string of injuries, or he's been ill the last year or so. Won a basho, but hasn't done too well after that. Dejima's trying that kotenage hold there, but that's the throw against one arm, the right arm of Tamarikido, but wasn't able to pull it off. Tamarikido survived that and managed to nudge Dejima over the edge. So first win for Tamarikido, second loss for Dejima. Tochinohana, 150 kilos, which is about average weight, fighting Wakanoyama. Wakanoyama's beaten him 4 times. Tochinohana's only ever beaten him once. So Wakanoyama comes out a little bit faster from the Shikiri crouch down. And although the sumo stayed open, it's Wakanoyama who kept the initiative going and shoved him out with oshidashi push out. Win over Tochinohana. Second win for Wakanoyama, which means young mountain. Now we have Kotonowaka fighting Tochisakae. Kotonowaka on the left there has been in the Makuuchi division some 11 years. It's a long time. It's 34 years old. Tochisakae's been in the Makuuchi division only 2 years, but Kotonowaka keeping the pressure on. There's many a slip though in sumo. The winning wrestler, an apparently winning wrestler, can suddenly skid away and be dropped down. But there's the overarm grip there of Kotonowaka on Tochisakae's arm that drops him down. So there you see the right arm grip of Kotonowaka. Now the right arm grip, he's got that left arm on, and that's just with a single arm he bears down. Well, one of the umpires has got something to say there, one of the judges, but it's Kotonowaka who gets the nod. Well, that was a lively bout. Buyuzan from the Musashigawa stable. That's one of the big stables, got over 30 wrestlers in it. Fights Tokitsuumi. Well, Buyuzan got sidestepped there very beautifully by Tokitsuumi. More Chumonzumo, sumo to order. Sometimes it's so neat it almost looks as though one of the wrestlers has dived, but their fame and fortune depends on winning. Now we have Tochinonada against Ushiomaru, a newcomer. Tochinonada, likened by many to Kaiho. They say he's either strong Tochinonada or weak Tochinonada. It's either one or the other. When he's weak, he's really weak. When he's strong, he's unstoppable. Ushiomaru there chasing him around the ring, but finally Tochinonada comes back from that drive and forces Ushiomaru out with yorikiri. Well, Tochinonada's been doing quite well so far. That's his third straight win. Previous basho he only had 4 wins, so he's getting close to that already in the early stages of this basho. Now, skillful lightweight wrestler against Shimotori. These two have fought twice. Kaiho's won both of those. Slightly sideways on crouch down for Kaiho. Slightly unusual. They normally square off against each other. In fact, both of them got one leg slightly back. Well, Kaiho tries to sidestep, but loses balance. Or rather, his feet skidded away, and it's Shimotori who took that with the slap down. So that's second win for Shimotori and second loss for Kaiho. Now Kyokushuzan, well, he's got a bunch of tricks up his, tucked under his belt, I should say. Won by over 30 techniques in the past. Comes out there, clips Aminishiki under the chin with his forearm, which is a way of bringing the head up in sumo. It's called kachiage. Need to watch that carefully. As Aminishiki came out, he brought his forearm up sharply under Aminishiki's chin, which jerked his head up. But Aminishiki survived that one and went on to force Kyokushuzan out with a push out. That's Kaiho getting ready to come out. You can see the little boxes that people sitting for the sumo. Takes 4 people, pretty cramped, to sit there Japanese style, or at least with crossed legs on the floor, no seats there. Now we have Toki against Takamisakari. They've only fought once before. Takamisakari won that one. Well, both flamboyant characters, much like by the media over here. Well, there's a nice Hariteya slap from Toki, but Takamisakari keeps on going forward. Despite the slap, he just thrust his face forward. That's what they say in sumo. If your opponent slaps your face, just stick your face forward even more. You never flinch back from a slap or a thrust to the face. So second win for Takamisakari, second loss for Toki. Kotoryu looking a bit more muscular than usual. Said to be working on the weights. Well, it doesn't show that much. Just looks a little bit more muscular. Here fighting Tamanoshima, who's beaten him twice in the past. But it's a katasukashi move there, shoulder slip by Kotoryu that spun Tamanoshima over. So that was the first much-needed win for Kotoryu, and third straight loss for Tamanoshima. Now, Takanonami, tallest wrestler in the Makuuchi division, 1m97. He's had a pretty much up-and-down career this last year or so. He was Ozeki ranked for a long time, something like 27 bashos he was Ozeki ranked, but then he started to weaken, his ankles gave out. But he seems to have made a bit of a comeback in the last few basho. So he is back up Maigashira 1 rank. If he does well this tournament, he'll move up into the Sanyaku grouping of top wrestlers, Komusubi and above. Well, that was a comfortable win for the veteran. Fairly lazy yorikiri there by Takanonami over Gojoro. That was incidentally Takanonami's 1,200th bout in sumo. Wakanosato against Kyokutenho. They fought 6 times previously. Wakanosato on the left there's won 5 of them. Fast off from the tachiai. Driving forward, very powerful. Got his hands on the belt, but Kyokutenho's rocking him from side to side. Kept him off balance. First to the right, then to the left, and then a nudge over the edge with yorikiri. Now we have one Ozeki champion. That's the rank just below Grand Champion. Or Yokozuna here fighting Mikka-me, who at one time was an Ozeki, although his promotion to that level was controversial. There were some who thought he didn't deserve it. Didn't stay very long at that rank. Well, he's driving hard into Chiyotakai there, but he skidded away. He overreached himself. But he certainly stopped Chiyotakai in his tracks. Chiyotakai normally comes out like a rocket, although there he starts to move forward. But there was a big lunge from Mikka-me, there it is, but his hand skidded off Chiyotakai's chin, and down he went. So Tsukiyotoshi win there for Chiyotakai. Well, the crowd chanting for Kaiho. Local lad. Well, Kyushu, this part of Japan, they're noted for their fighting spirit. Whenever there were any rebellions in Japanese history, and it always started down this part of the country. The old clans of Satsuma and Choshu. Banner says Kaiho. Kaiho now fighting Tosanumi. These two have fought a number of times. Tosanumi's managed to beat Kaiho 7 times, but Kaiho's got the edge on him. Beaten him 13 times. Kaiho at 175 kilos, slightly heavier than Tosanumi at 162. Kaiho got 2 straight wins so far, looking strong, looks comfortable within himself. Well, Tosanumi's got a very powerful Techi charge. See how it'll go there. Yes, he drops his head, bangs in. Kaiho stops him, gets a grip, tries to twist him over, but it's Tosanumi who keeps him going, and it looks like Kaiho hurt his arm there. Well, there's a lot of criticism of wrestlers who say they're picking up too many injuries, that they're not fit enough or they're too fat. Sumo's an incredibly violent game. They absolutely smash into each other at the start of these bouts, and then when it gets to the edge, they go flying over the edge like corks out of a champagne bottle. So it starts with a bang and finishes with a bang usually. So Tosanumi wins that one, and that's the first loss for Kaiho. Now Tochiazumi said the other day that he'd lost his ring sense, his kan, as they call it, K-A-N, kan. Not looking too good this basho so far. Sat out the last one, probably not yet fully recovered from his injury. Well, they're locked onto the belt. They fought each other 6 times before, each has won 3 times. So it's fairly even. Tochiazuma gets him on the run there, but twists, loses it right at the end there with a little bit of assistance from Takanowaka. But it's Takanowaka who gets that win. He's looking strong, this basho so far. It's only day 3, but he's looking comfortable. Kotomitsuki against Musayama. They've fought 10 times in the past. Kotomitsuki's won 6 of them. Last basho, Kotomitsuki had 12 wins. Musayama had 8 wins. Musayama sat out the basho before last due to an injury. Very careful start there. Very neatly done. Kotomitsuki just moved slightly to the side, latched on the belt, and just assisted Musayama past him. So second win for Kotomitsuki, first loss for Musayama. Now Asashoryu, 137 kilos, quite light. He's trying to get up to, trying to put on weight. Nickname is the Green Wolf, green to symbolize the plains of Mongolia. He beats Hokuto Riki there without too much trouble. Straightforward yorikiri win. And that was Hokuto Riki's third straight loss. Third straight win for Asa Shoryu, the Green Wolf. Third loss for Northern Winning Strength. That's what Hokuto Riki's name means. Now we have Grand Champion Masashi Maru. He's won 12 tournaments in the past. That already puts him in the ranks of the great Yokozuna. Any Yokozuna who wins 10 or more becomes a Dai Yokozuna. It's not an official rank, it's just what they've called. Well, that was Tamaka Suga there, almost sidestepping Masashi Maru. He's given him a bit of a hard time. But eventually, Masashi Maru closed him down to take his 700th Makauchi win. Well, I think his wrist there is giving him some trouble. You can see it's lightly taped up, but well, he won. That was his third straight win. At the end of day 3, Masashi Maru and Asa Shoryu are in the lead with 3 straight wins. That's Kaiho nursing his injured arm. But we've got the Ozeki ranked wrestlers Asa Shoryu, Chiyotaike, Musayama, Kaiho close behind Masashi Maru with 2 wins and 1 loss. Tochi Azuma with only 1 win and 2 losses. Well, injuries are the bane of all these wrestlers' lives. Kaiho looks as though he might have suffered a nasty muscle wrench there. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll be back soon with days 4, 5 and 6. Join us then. Take care. Sayonara.